plane. Dream crimes. A class of crime that happens when a third-dimensional being is asleep are considered particularly heinous. We are the brave private investigators that investigate these dream crimes and endeavor to bring justice to the waking world. My name is Emily Pineapple. I was the chief of the SFPD for 15 years before I had to turn in my badge and gun, because among other things that the SFPD does not care about, dream crimes and human rights are two of those things. I'm joined today by the most notorious dream criminal of all time, who has turned heel on her criminal ways and now faces the world of justice with me. Molly, thank you for joining me today.
Good morning, Pineapple. Yes, I remember the days of my dream crimes. Those were truly the most beautiful times of my life, exploring the dream realm with my crime partner, Zalagar. But you know what? After trying to defeat Dream Hitler and being taken in by the Dream Police, or by Emily Pineapple, I feel a new kind of purpose ignite in me, and I wanted to help the people of Meat Space be protected from dream crimes. After I was betrayed by my previous partner. So here we are in the dream realm, or in the physical realm from the dream realm. We're gonna catch 'em all, baby. Andrew Time Child. Classic Andrew. Andrew.
One of my classic Time Child goofs.
Exactly. We found Andrew. He was in a coma and he woke up older.
That's right. I went to sleep, a deep kind of sleep at the age of 7, and woke up 2 days later, having experienced 100 years of dream years, and having become a wise dream realm being, capable of channeling the harmonies of dream beings, and also having a really sick beard. So that was my experience. I am now 107.
Welcome everyone who is tuning in today. We want to thank you very genuinely for joining us. Dream crimes are a particularly rampant issue right now when everyone is trapped inside. We had to abandon our usual office Golden Gun investigations atop Bloom's Bar in San Francisco, California, one of the current epicenters of the plague, an unfortunate meat space issue. But we're now meeting online, and we're able to expand our investigation, expand our client base to the world. And I see this as a wonderful opportunity for us to track our the dream criminals that we've been tracking, including Dream Hitler, but more recently, Molly, your partner Zalagar, who joined us yesterday on Dream Police to taunt us. I still am not sure if I trust you, Molly, or should I say Zolly.
Dare you mention my dream space realm name in here?
Only because you kept your past from me. You lied and said that you were the only one on your criminal team looking for Dream Hitler. You said that you didn't have a partner in crime all those years, but you did. And honestly, I feel a little betrayed.
Well,
Not
Emily,
just because of the crime aspect. I trusted you. Molly, when I struck out to create the Dream Police, I thought I can't trust anyone if I can't trust my partners at the SFPD. I mean, police are supposed to be the most trustworthy people, aren't they?
Aren't they?
Aren't they? Especially the SFPD, where the UN was set.
Is this a joke?
It wasn't a joke, Molly. It wasn't a joke until I had to turn in my gun and badge because I realized that I had been betrayed this entire time, not only on the human rights issue, but also on the dream crimes issue. They had been making fun of me. They did not believe me. And they also committed a lot of human rights violations.
Listen, Emily Pineapple.
I trusted you, Zolly.
I do want to say that you did not require a resume when I applied to the Dream Police.
Victim blaming.
Second of all, I did not bring up. Sorry, Andrew.
I
I didn't bring up Zalagar because he hurt me too. Okay, he abandoned me on the job. Teamed up with Jessica, who was our intern, after we had tried to kill her. And now I came to the Dream Police and I came to you, Emily Pineapple, because I needed to feel trust again.
And so you broke mine.
And so I needed to feel love again. Listen, Emily, the past is in the past. But in Dream Realm, like, the past is also the future and the present, but because it's a cube. But
right.
The point is, Emily, is that I'm here in meat space now with you and Andrew, and I would never betray you. I feel like we need to take Zalagar down immediately.
I agree. And so for the time being, I definitely can't get rid of our best asset in finding out information about Zalagar, his former partner. And so for that reason, I will allow a truce. And for the sake of the time child, we really shouldn't fight in front of him. He's only 107.
I don't like it when you guys cry.
Yes, through organized crime. This is organized crying.
Oh. Who knew that our early time slot would be the heaviest?
Time child, you always know how to cheer me up. With your musical goofs.
Listen, Emily. You know, I only have really one passion in this life now, and that is solving dream crimes. I'm devoted to this cause. I love this cause. I love our meatbag callers. And I think, unless you have anything else to add, we should go straight to a caller, baby. Because dream crimes, especially after Dream Hitler, rampant.
You're right.
So if you had
You're right, Molly.
Thank you so much for using my chosen name.
For now.
For now. Now, if you had a dream last night, we posted in private chat the Zoom link, probably posted there.
If you had a dream last night or any night, if in your heart and mind right now a dream has come to mind upon us asking this question, that is the dream that you need to share with us. The dream realm operates differently from the corporeal meat space realm. It's a realm of associations. Associative truth is the truest truth. In the dream realm, correlation does equal causation. And therefore, the dream that you have thought to share with us, that's the dream we need to hear. It is the dream that probably has a clue for us to destroy Dream Hitler and Zalagar, or bring our team closer together. One of the two.
Yes, we want to know what is in your tiny meat brain.
Please call in
Perhaps-
now.
I have been a
Perhaps you-
victim.
A dream crime.
Now I see we have a few dedicated people watching Dream Police.
I want
Call
to
it.
thank all of you very much for your continued dedication to the eradication of dream crimes. Dare I say, perhaps you loyal viewers are more loyal than some members of the Dream Police
Oh my
squad right now.
Wow.
Not pulling any punches at 7 a.m. this morning.
I feel like this is a personal attack.
Oh, do you?
Emily, how many times have we drank absinthe together out of your little absinthe rig, Emily Pineapple? Don't you trust me by now?
Why was I absent for that?
You're a child, Andrew. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I was a police officer for 25 years. And in addition to having to learn the skill of empathy, because they specifically select out for that when they choose police officers, I am also still dedicated to a few corporeal laws, including underage drinking.
Of all laws, it's gotta be that one. All right, fine.
That
Fine.
and the illegality of sleeping on sidewalks. That's a hard one. That's hardwired into us. We're actually shock treated into learning that in the SFPD training program, so that if we ever see a homeless person, we treat them as cruelly as possible. It's part
That's
of the
pretty
policy.
fucked up.
It is
Sounds
pretty
about
fucked
right.
up.
Yeah.
That sounds worse than any dream crime I've committed.
Definitely.
Yes, becoming deprogrammed from the SFPD was one of the most difficult parts of my career, but thankfully I was able to complete that in Dream Space.
I'm so happy for you.
Yes. It all happened around the time that all of those sapient apes came over the Golden Gate Bridge from the Muir Woods. You see, there was a scientist by the name of James Franco who had been injecting these apes with various serums to try and increase their cognitive abilities. Perhaps his idea was that he would create an underclass of ape servants for the humans that existed. Of course, this heady idea, so rampant with injustice, indeed had to suffer the fate of that injustice. Many of these apes escaped to the Muir Woods and then returned to San Francisco over the Golden Gate Bridge to take their revenge, cutting a bloody line through the SFPD officers that attempted to take their rights away. That was a turning point for me personally as the chief of police. That
Sounds
and
intense.
all of the acts of racism.
Those were all individual turning points as well.
Yes.
Oh yes, that old thing.
Especially that time that the former chief of police's son, who had just joined the force, beat the shit out of a bunch of Mexican people while calling them fajita lovers.
Oh my god.
That's disgusting.
Definitely
Yes.
brutal.
That was a problem. Yes.
Have we already tried burning all of San Francisco down?
Yes, that was tried once in 1907, I believe.
It didn't work.
Didn't
I'm
work.
assuming.
This house remained standing. It was built in like 1850, protected by many ghosts. There was also that time that a police officer tried to shoot a suspect who was running away through his own car window, which was rolled up.
Wow.
That was a turning point for me.
You've turned so many times. I'm surprised it hasn't made you dizzy.
Good one, Andrew.
That is a good one.
All of them.
That is good one. Oh, those heady days as chief of the SFPD. Committing acts of racism and human rights violations, kicking the shit out of homeless people.
Emily, it took you so much dream weed to get to where you are now.
So much dream weed. So much dream weed. And a bit of dream LSD, which is crazy because it just puts you out of the dream realm and back into the more corporeal space. But while you're still asleep, crazy.
I don't know what any of those things are because I'm a time child, but sounds wild.
It is pretty wild. One day you'll be old enough, Andrew.
Andrew.
I can't wait. Yeah, what's up?
In the dream realm, there's no age limit for drugs.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Let's get you back into that coma.
This is why I'm having trouble trusting you, Molly.
It's my culture.
Crime is your culture?
Drugs are my culture.
That sounds like some of the racist bullshit that the SFPD says.
Whoa. Let's take it back about 10 feet, 10 dream feet, Emily. Whoa. Okay.
Taking on a specifically anti-racist stance after being so brainwashed by the SFPD is difficult.
Yes. And I forgive you for that. I just want to remind you, in the dream realm, drugs are totally legal for anyone of any age. And they're 10,000 times stronger and better than any drug.
And I've tried a lot of meat-based drugs. Yeah.
It's true, but that's lightweight shit, Emily Pineapple. We had to get you on that dream weed, baby.
Have you ever tried meth that you later planted on a black man in order to beat and arrest him?
I have
Crazy
not.
shit.
The closest I've ever gone to taking meth is watching Tiger King on Netflix.
That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Yeah.
It's actually illegal in San Francisco now. They're going around arresting people for watching Tiger Police because they're saying that it's like taking meth, but they only actually arrest you if you're a person of color.
Oh my god.
Classic police.
Sam in chat is justifiably asking, what even is this?
Sam,
this is Dream Police. Sam, I think you might have a dream that you need to share with us. Is that something that you feel in your heart?
Don't let your memes be dreams, Sam.
Don't let your memes just be dreams.
And you can also call into audio if you're not feeling very photogenic.
This is
really
true.
encourage you to use the video because we want to peer into your eyeballs and see what's up with your messed up brain and see if you're a victim of a dream crime.
Did you know that dreams are actually printed on the cornea of the eyeball?
Wow.
And so if you take someone's eyeballs, right, and if you take the cornea out because, you know, it's just a lens, and then you put it through laser surgery onto your own eye, you can see that person's dream.
Wow. The technologies you guys came up with, it's incredible.
Also, if you eat someone's eyeball right after they die, you'll be able to see the last thing they saw. It's a forensic method that I actually pioneered with the SFPD.
You mean that you pioneered? I'm sorry. It's too early. That's wild. How many eyeballs have you eaten?
That's a very good question.
In your career? Are we talking like 12? Are we talking 112? Are we talking 212?
I will never be able to forget some of the images that I saw burnt into the corneas of the many murdered individuals in San Francisco.
What if I regale you with a tale from my dream crime days?
Well, you know how I feel about your dream crime days, but I'm willing to take a listen. I'm willing to weather this emotional storm that you have put me through. Zolly.
So this is the error of my ways. I tell these stories not as something really cool that happened, but just as like a warning to other people to not try this. Even though it sounds cool, you are not at the peak of your game. You are not a top dream criminal, and it is not something that I recommend at all. But I will say that I feel like one of my most peak crimes, okay? Imagine this. Zalagar and 9 other people decided to get together because there was a dream casino that had a lot of money in it. Actually, I think that's the plot to Ocean's 12. But
a dream crime. Your crime was taken by the director of Ocean's 12, wasn't it?
Yes, I think I was going for Ocean's 11 in the first. Ocean's 11 was based on my dream crime. Okay, so there was a safe, right? And we had to break into whatever building they were doing, and we actually had to build a ring of dynamite around the safe and drop down out of the floors. All I can say is it took a lot of brain power. I'm Dream Clooney. It looks like we have a caller.
Caller, thank you so much for joining us. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with today? Caller, I don't believe we can hear you. Unless this is an elaborate plot by Zalagar to keep an actual dream victim from calling in by clogging up our airlines.
But Emily, I don't feel my slight scar on my forehead tingling. Therefore, it couldn't possibly be Zalagar.
Thank
You're getting
you
paranoid,
so much.
Emily.
That's what we're here for. We're here to even each other out, bring each other to that golden mean that antiquity dream criminal Plato and Aristotle established was the key to a happy life.
Thank you, Time Child. You're right. And thank you so much for sharing with us when your dream scar burns.
Yes.
So that we can test my paranoia, though I do believe that seeing Zalagar around every corner isn't necessarily incorrect.
I'm so sorry that his mustache scared you.
That mustache is burned into my mind the way that the last images that many murdered victims have seen is burned into my mind. Welcome, caller. Are you able to speak with us now?
Aha. There he is.
Oh my.
Am I getting through?
Yes.
Yes, welcome to our show.
Oh my god, he's calling from the dreamscape.
A face emerges from this dreamscape. Friend, caller, what is your name and what brings you to the Dream Police today?
Hi, this is Sam from Australia.
Oh my
Hi,
God,
Sam.
OMG, Sam.
Sam, you sound kind of sad. What's up?
I think someone's stealing my dreams.
What do you mean by that, Sam?
I wake up and there was no dream.
Wow. Our first case of dream thievery.
Dream theft.
Or theft, yes.
Dream theft is a very, very serious crime and can have very severe psychological effects on the victim of that crime. Perhaps that is why you sound just a little sad.
I'd be sad too.
Me too.
That could be it.
Sam, tell me, do you remember the last dream that you had? What is the most recent dream that you can remember?
I have nothing.
Nothing.
I'm so sorry this has been going on so long for you.
Do you remember any dreams that you've ever had? Does anything come to mind?
I'm sorry.
This is actually
Sorry.
something. Don't be sorry. You are a victim
Yes.
That's right.
Please.
of dream theft. And actually, Emily Pineapple, have you ever seen anything like this in the force in organized crime stopping?
Well, I've seen dream theft before. I have. It was a crime that I was trying to convince the SFPD to investigate and take seriously, but of course, they did not. But I've never seen someone have all of their dreams stolen. Usually, they'll have a dream from childhood at least, and we can, through the investigation of that dream, discover who stole the rest of their dreams, but never someone's entire experience of dreams just stolen from their minds. What a terror to
Tragedy.
fall asleep and see nothing. This facsimile of death before you every night.
No,
I'm so
Emily,
sorry, Sam.
I'm so sorry, Samuel. In my time in the dream realm, I've only come in contact with these type of criminals once or twice, but I'll tell you, these are the snakes and rats of dream criminals here. It's the petty crime. Like, I feel like on Earth, you guys call it like fracking. Concept only with brains. Call it dream fracking.
So these
Who
criminals.
could be
Sam, what's up?
who could be fracking my dreams?
That's
That would be a
good
dream
question.
fracker, naturally.
Dream fracker naturally.
A
You
dream
see,
fracker.
dreams come with a certain energy and a certain power to them. And so these animals frack into dreams and they don't steal parts of it. Oh no. Like considerate people, regular criminals.
The chill ones.
These are the shitty criminals, the dream frackers. Have no respect. They just go in and take out the whole thing. And there have been some rumors as to what the dream frackers are actually using that energy for. I have some theories, but I can't say for sure. It's all under dream ground, so
All under dream ground.
very close.
Anything you can do.
Anything
It's
we
so
can
long.
do.
Well, I will say, as someone who's very tuned in with dream energy, one method that I have found is, it turns out there is a pill called melatonin in the flesh realm, which, in my experience, melatonin, and I obviously good for falling asleep. I know it's not the issue, but when I take it, I personally go into bonkers wild dreamscapes after that. Something about the chemistry of the pill along with the brain, the flesh brain, just propels the mind into a Six Flags adventure ride of a dream experience. So at least for me, that's what I do when I want to have memorable wild dreams. And so perhaps that could help you get back in touch with the dreamscape.
That could definitely help. What I would like to offer for you today, perhaps as a way of discovering who the dream criminal is who has been stealing your dreams, I could read your runes, pull a few runes for you, and see if that provides any insight. How does that sound, Sam?
I mean, it can only help.
It can only help.
The runes speak where words fail.
It's so true. I
That
also
is-
have a DIY hack, Sam, that I've heard works against the dream frackers. Of
Ooh.
course, the runes are going to be more like our professional recommendation for you, but also I have like a DIY, when people are like, if you're feeling sick, do like you know what I mean? The irrigator thingy. It's kind of like that. It's a little woo-woo, even for the dream realm.
You mean a neti pot?
A neti pot is exactly what I was trying to think of, Emily Pineapple. Thank you so much. It's like a neti pot for your dreams. So while Emily is pulling the runes,
Sorry for startling you there, Sam.
while Emily is reading your runes, I want to know, do you have any like yeasty paste in your house? Like paste?
No.
Isn't that what Vegemite is?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have any Vegemite in your house?
Yes.
Okay, so before you go to sleep, you're going to want to. It's very lucky that you're in a place that sells Vegemite. I just want to say this because this is one of the only things I have heard that prevents against dream frackers. So you take the jar, you don't use a utensil or anything. You just reach on in, and you're just gonna smear that.
It doesn't work if you use a utensil. It has to be with your hand. Yeah.
It has to be your hands, and you can't wash your hand after either. It ruins the sequence. So you smear it all over your face, and then you just you can either wipe the rest off on your dream chest hair, which is what I do, or you can lick it off of your hand. But either way, you really need that Vegemite on your face, Sam. It's the only way that I've recommended. It's the only way that I personally recommended you prepare yourself.
How does that sound, Sam?
It's good to have a plan B.
Plan V in this case.
Yeah, plan B is Marmite. Emily, do you have some runes for us?
I do. I have some runes. The first rune that I pulled was Gabo. Gifts, both in the sense of sacrifice and generosity, including matters of exchanges and balance between them. I think that this very clearly points to the gift of your dreams and how they had existed, and there was a balance between the exchange of your meat space self and your dream self. The next rune that I pulled is Ewas, representing a horse, transportation, movement and change for the better, gradual development and steady progress. Though your dreams may have been stolen, you have been making steady progress towards change. These criminals could not take everything from you. There is still a dream self existing that is growing and changing. The last rune that I pulled for you, Berkana, the birch tree, the goddess.
Was that Birkenstock?
Yes. She did invent Birkenstock, in addition to representing this rune and putting her power within it.
Nice.
Regenerative power and renewal, the promise of new beginnings. Sam, your dreams will begin again. I believe that this very clearly tells us that that criminal could not steal from you, and that you are slowly healing, regrowing your ability to dream. Your most recent enterprise or venture will prosper. How do you feel about this reading? That you have a gift that could not be stolen from you? That you are gradually and steadily progressing towards a new beginning, and that new beginning will be prosperous?
It all sounds positive, but the progress has been so hard.
Yes.
I don't know how much longer I can wait.
That's
Try
fair.
not to be discouraged.
Especially the pulling of a new beginning. The Burkano as your final rune suggests that this new beginning is current. The runes represent the past, present, and future. Present being your steady progress and having teamwork, harmony, and loyalty with yourself. The future represents this new beginning and success within it. I believe this is right around the corner for you.
I think between the melatonin, the runes, and the Vegemite shield, you're gonna be golden and calling us back, and Dream Police telling us your dreams for a follow-up appointment.
We can only hope.
We all believe in you, Sam.
And I would like to do one thing with you because something magical has happened today that has not happened in any previous dream sessions, and I believe that this is because you're with us, Sam. We all know that Molly has a dream dog, which appears at times. Well, I have here my dream familiar, this cat.
Oh.
And I would like you to look deep into the eyes of this cat who appeared for you, Sam. He has not come on any other Dream Police
It's true.
episodes. I would like you to look deep into his eyes and derive any healing that you can from the presence of this dream cat.
Na Savenya.
Mama Mitzi Baba. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Good luck.
We
In
truly appreciate it. Good luck. We hope that as we destroy more dream criminals, perhaps we will be able to find more evidence about the individuals who stole your dreams so long ago.
And so he fades back into the darkness.
Into the darkness, into the color. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today on Dream Police. If you another excellent episode of Dream Police. If you feel that you have been the victim of a dream crime, we ask that you tune in tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and tell us your dreams. If a dream comes to your mind, it's the one that we need to know. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much for joining me, Time Child Andrew, and I guess thanks
My pleasure.
Molly for showing up, Dream Criminal.
Hey, at least you called her Molly and not Zolly. That's progress.
Zolly's my dead name.
That's right. Can't use the dead name.
It's the name of a criminal, not a name that was given to you, that you are no longer.
I'm just trying to have a good time, man.
Whatever. Thank all of you for joining us for Dream Police. Tune in tomorrow to get help from a fucking criminal.
Hey, give your cat a kiss for me.
I will. Hold your animals tight. Give them a kiss and good luck out there. Because this time...